Greetings from Vista. Welcome to yet another episode of Mic'd Vista. Last time we have seen two Gen Z parent teachers speaking about Gen Zs, and that got us thinking more about Gen Zs in general, but adolescents in particular. Adolescence, we all know, is a very important phase of life. It's where bodies get bigger, emotions get heavier, and expectations louder than ever. And that brings an age old question: is being a teenager tough? Or is it being the parent of teenager? Because we hear a lot of stories about how homes becoming battlefields. So, in an attempt to answer this age old question, we invite to today's platform three teenagers from our school: Ram Kota from grade 9, Kartikeya, grade 10, and Advik from grade 10.
Hello everyone, my name is Ram.
Hello everyone, my name is Kartikeya and it's an honor to be here.
Hello everyone, I'm Advik and I'm glad to be here.
They have some interesting turns of experiences and they seek a platform to express themselves, Gen Zs. And along with them, joining us are three parents of teenagers who bring in their own stories, their own perspectives. We have Ms. Prerna Oswal, Mr. Ramakrishna Sagi, and Mr. Jagadish joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me. I think it's a very relatable topic for today's world.
Hey, hi, I'm Ramakrishna Sagi, parent of Anish Sagi and Abhinav Sagi. Thanks a lot for the invitation and exchange my views on the podcast.
My pleasure to be here.
All three of them are parents of teenagers, yes, but they also have been associated with our school for a very long time. And I have this feeling that today's conversations are going to be reflective, yes, but pretty interesting. Will this platform turn into a battlefield itself? Let's wait and watch. In the first segment of this podcast, we will try to understand adolescence a little bit more, looking at the different perspectives and how adolescents feel about the adolescence. So my first question will be directed to Kartikeya. What is one thing about being a teenager that adults often misunderstand?
So the first thing that comes to my mind when that question is being said, it's the need and our emotional support. It's because when sometimes we're feeling low and like mood swings that happens to us, we currently feel like we need them. So for example, like I say, I'm depressed about a certain thing, and our parents think that we're overreacting and all that. So like to escape out of the situation. So that's what they misunderstand about us teenagers.
Kartikeya speaks on behalf of all the teenagers that they are often misunderstood. But what do parents think about this? Let's hear from the parents.
You know what? When a child is saying that they are misunderstood, it generally happens that even parents feel that they are misunderstood by the child because they don't share it. They share everything with their peers. But when it comes to parents, they may be blunt or they may just ignore. So that is why it is very important that if the child is being misunderstood, is feeling that, they should communicate it properly to us. Because I know as parents, we will listen to them. We will find a path. I am very sure about it.
I agree that there are emotional changes from the student end, but mostly that should be more of expressive in nature, not very aggressive. We see majority of the students are uh, going aggressively, not listening to their parents properly and communicating properly. I can say that communication was missing, and also they go on private mode rather than expressing it. More often, they spend times on charts or screens, and their emotional outburst is definitely misunderstood in this context. So there should be both ends. They should be able to express, and also at a receiving end, the parent should able to handle it by actively listening. Uh, yeah, that is what I feel.
I think the listening is the major part of it. Because when parents think that is mostly from their worry point. Okay, but if kid is not in a position to understand and try to listen to it, definitely the communication gap will go on. So that's where when both are trying to listen to each other, understand from their point of view, I believe like the things can work out.
So about the things you guys said, I feel like some of them are true, some of them are not true because, firstly, I'm not saying it's the parents' fault or anything, but they just don't get the habit of listening to us, and we think like we're just escaping every situation that we build. So about the chats and the screens, I think we always look at it because we relieve our minds and we forget about the issues that are stuck on our minds, and we just forget about the issues and the arguments we and our parents have about these issues. And the listening part, we tell it to you guys, but sometimes it's just like you have an opposition instead of listening to us, and you sometimes like twist our words and take it in a wrong way.
And as expected, that day this platform became a battlefield of perspectives. It was reaching no consensus, and we had to call in someone who is more balanced and wiser to listen and reflect upon both the perspectives. And as you will see, our principal, Miss Mary Shantipriya, taking over the rest of the podcast.
Each one have their own perspective. And to be very frank, both are right in their own ways. Generally, parents tend to forget how we were children. And at times, children tend to forget parents are also working. They have their own stress levels. They have their own personal issues. Maybe in that context is where the gap comes in. It would be great if one of them takes a pause, reflects and think back. Each one is working towards one another with love. If that thought comes in, if either of you set back and take back, trust me, your relation is going to be wonderful. So we've just heard where is that they are misunderstood. But it is not always that they are misunderstood. There are times when they are understood, they are supported too. So my next question would go to Advik. Advik, where are the moments you felt that your parents have heard you, stood by you? How did you feel at that time?
Moments where I felt my parents heard me are the moments where they didn't judge me. They actually tried to look at the problem through my eyes and not their own. And usually when parents judge, their children usually resent them for that because they don't expect that type of judgment. That judgment makes them feel as if their parents are against them and not trying to help them. That creates a big gap between the children and parents. That leads to the children feeling they're not heard and not together.
So my next question, followed by what Advaik said. He says that he felt that his parents stood by him when he's not judged. So can one of you express or share why did you jump into any conclusions or get judgmental?
So we try to understand from their perspective always. Try to analyze their problem and try to be more accommodating. And the second thing is that since they were not
No, not for you only have to say. Or if you want me to conclude, I will go ahead with it.
I'll take that. Sorry.
Fine.
So I feel like like I mentioned, kids should have the confidence saying that my parents should not judge me. So my parents are there to support irrespective of the situations. If we can able to create that particular environment, I feel like everything will work.
No, his question was whenever parents are getting judgmental, we feel not supported. My question to you was, why do you go to a situation where you have to judge a child? Yeah, that is the question for you.
So when such situations come, what happens is we try, to give an answer, and or we try to give our perspective as adults, but we forget that they are teens. So they feel that we are judging them, but basically it's the fear of us also as parents, for an adolescent child, and that whole scenario changes. So even if we are not judgmental every time, whatever we say, they interpret it as judgmental.
So, for all the teens out there and to our parents, none of the parents believe in judging you. Trust me, you're not a parent, so you don't understand what a parent goes through. I've been a child, I've been a parent, I've been on both the sides. So we have taken the grunt also as students. Maybe at your age, even the voices must have been the same. So when a parent says or you feel that you're getting judged, it is that they're getting protected about you. It's that they feel that maybe you're getting lost somewhere. It is only that they feel that they want you to go on to the right thing. They have some aims, ambitions, some aspirations for you. Trust me, we shouldn't. Because you are an individual, you have your own ambition. But having said that, as a parent, it's that inner instinct which comes spontaneously, naturally. When we feel there is a kind of lack of understanding, just to ensure that we convey the right message to you, is where they get little judgmental. I don't deny this fact, we parents do get at times. But all parents out there, think before you pass such kind of statements, because they feel insecure, they feel they are not heard. They feel when you don't judge them is where you are supporting them. There is a way to convey whatever you would prefer to. Please ensure that you make use of the right channels to convey the message. Having said that, moving on to the next question, to Ram. What pressures do you experience as a teenager and you feel that your parents don't understand them?
Okay, so the first thing is academic pressure. Okay, parents do not understand how hard we study, and they don't appreciate us a lot. And the second thing is there's this constant inner conflict in ourselves. Like we keep comparing each other. Like, okay, this guy is getting more marks than me, and why am I not getting marks like marks like him, and why am I not good as him? So yeah, they do not understand that.
Okay, so as Ram has shared, parents out there, kindly listen to the voices. It's not the pressures what you see, they do have conflicts within themselves. It's not that they don't want to achieve, they also have the same conflict of achievement, conflict to achieve things and to aspire things better. So please try to reduce your own pressures on them, so that there is a better communication channel between both of you. Now that we have heard from the adolescents, let's hear few from the parents too. So my first question goes to Mr. Sagi. What are the kind of changes you have noticed the moment your child has gone into the phase of adolescence and the phase of teens?
There are a lot of emotional changes I see from last few years. They react to the changes or small things also very aggressively. And the second thing is that the second challenge is that they spend more private time rather than earlier pre-COVID and post-COVID. I have a clear differentiation I could see in my kids. So pre-COVID, they used to spend a lot of time in gaming outside activity. After COVID, I see more of gaming, spending time on private chats with their schoolmates, mostly on a private mode. So they don't express their feelings or what exactly going in, or they go into a private mode. Point number three, they lost focus. Seriously, earlier the focus was short, and they used to spend a lot of time in reading. Especially after COVID, I see that the focus is lost, and I am unable to make my kids sit in front of books. Max of 1 hour, they are losing their focus. And the other thing is that they're more into physical appearance as a part of challenge. So earlier they never used to focus. Now they put more focus on their physical appearance and their branding shirts or their hairstyle and how they want to see. It's some of the challenges I regularly see, and also there is a lot of confrontation I face when we talk anything which is good for them. So they express them as if we are curtailing we are curtailing their independence. So these are the major challenges that we see on a regular basis at home.
So there is this one common question which every parent says. Children are very aggressive, they lack focus. But to the answer what you said, branded clothes to look smart, I think we have also done that. That should not be something which is a major concern for any of the parents. Trust me, I have done in my teens, so you too must have done it. But yes, aggression, lack of focus are very important things. Let's hear from the students. Why is that there is so much of aggression? Why is that there is so much of distraction? Anyone from you can take it up, please.
So about the thing you said, Mr. Sagi, aggression. It's because in our perspective, no offense, but it just sounds dumb what we just said. But it's the fact that you just don't understand what we feel, and it's just that we just need more peace and time, and we just need more time to think about it. Then when we are open and free about it, we can just do it more. But it's just that every 5 minutes for example, I'm in a room with it's just me. I'm just sitting on a bed, and then and every 5 minutes you come, you have to start studying. It's fine. You say that like 4 or 5 times. It won't be fine for us because it's like you're repeating the same thing over and over again. It just makes us feel like only we're born to study and not like to enjoy and have peaceful time with us.
Ram, do you want to add anything to that?
Yes. So what I would like to say is that aggression is a very natural thing. We like reply aggressively or a little bit harshly because we feel that we are not heard. Okay. So aggressiveness, it's a natural thing, and spending time privately, I mean, it's kind of important. It's not like always you have to study. Like even we have private time. Yeah, it's like we reflect on ourselves, and we think like, okay, what could I have done better today morning, or what should I do like next day. Like we plan ourselves and we speak to our friends to like relieve our emotions and everything. And lack of confidence, lack of
Concentration.
yeah, lack of focus. Yeah, I agree with you, sir, because like I faced it myself.
1 minute before you go further, I just want to ask this. Your parents coming and checking on you every 5 minutes, asking you to study. Maybe it's bugging. If you look at it from the lens that they love you, they're concerned about you, they're worried about your future, you still get aggressive about it. So instead of looking at the way you look at, thinking that you're not being trusted, you're not giving space, why don't you try to understand that they are very protective? They are very protective because they love you, they care for you. And since you are in teens, as teenagers, even we have done mistakes. It's not that there is all the parents across the globe would say that they have done mistakes, which including me as a principal also, as a teen. So we are very cautious that what mistakes we have done, we don't want you to do. So maybe that protection is coming as something which is being and nagging and intervening for you. Just pause next time when they do that. Please think from it also. And the same thing to all the parents. It is your child. You know your genes and your DNA way better than anybody else. You've been successful, you've made it in your life. Trust your children are also going to do it. I know sitting on this space and talking is way easier, but I've been through as a parent at that particular point. I'm sure even my child has gone through the same phase. So it is for both of us to take a moment to reflect on, to think about, are we overprotective or are we too aggressive when we speak to our parents? Did we really lose focus? Are gadgets taking into the screen time which is coming into taking our time off from our parents? I would appreciate everyone, all the viewers, whoever is watching, pause, think, and then act on. Trust me, ultimately, both of you love one another unconditionally. Even the children love their parents. They may not hug as they grow. Definitely, they'll not come and hug the way you've seen them in the past. But from within, they do respect, they do hug. When anything going over is where it comes as a resistance, as a rebel, as a retaliation. So I will pause this over here, go to my next question. Please go ahead, Mr.
So if you see, when we were a teen, we were having a very less distractions. There was nothing. Mostly, guys, where we played the ground. But in the current generation, we know what level of distraction. At the same time, definitely we have to focus on the kids about their hormonal changes, and we should give their personal space when they are trying to grow and their well-being and all these things. So only one message probably, parents should be able to communicate. We are not trying to take control of them. We are trying to communicate.
Very well said, Mr. Shams. Children, please understand, they are not trying to control you. They would never want to control you. They're just trying to communicate. You can understand from that point of view. Trust me, your relation is going to be beautiful.